time point? Because, like, hypothetically, I could be messing around with other guys, but when it's time for me to settle down, like...
You're not, if you're sleeping with more than one guy at a time, you're not a traditional woman.
Right, but if I'm looking to settle down, I become that traditional woman. I'm ready to settle down, and, like, I'm ready to have a relationship, and I'm not screwing around with, like, a bunch of...
Listen to your elders, fellas. They said you cannot make a hoe a housewife. This woman is on the streets getting... and says she's gonna be a virgin again when she's ready to settle down.
Fellas, are y'all listening?
I got my swag right, feeling crispy clean. Girl, I'm the flyest mother you've ever seen. So much money I can't fit.
Welcome back to the Hear Me Out podcast. I am your host, Michael May. And today we're gonna get into this is gonna be crazy. We're getting into a Manosphere Highlights Daily. Listen to me. This man right here is he's a GOAT. I love his content, but today he speaks about something that is essential. And a lot of women are not really told this truth. So we're going to jump right into this immediately. This man is on fire. Please subscribe to the channel. See, here on this channel, we react to what everybody says. And I fill in some of the gaps. Because sometimes people, they speak. But sometimes when you flowing with the time, you may forget certain gaps. But we're going to fill them up here. You heard? Hear me out. Let's go.
Janice, are you there?
At your service, sir.
Give me some of that dating foolishness.
Uploading visuals, sir.
And some people are probably gonna fight back and not like the comment I'm about to say, but if we are career driven, if we're type A, very dominant, then that means we're probably in our masculine. So what we're gonna attract is a man in our feminine. So we can't be in our masculine and want a man to provide as well, because then they're gonna clash.
Yeah.
Big shout out to you, brother. Manosphere Highlights Daily. I love your work.
Female life coach speaks the truth about career women's masculine energy, keeping them single.
Yep.
Welcome to Manosphere Highlights Daily. Shout out to Will Nakuzi, Kava Club Podcast. No worries. You can find the link in the description. His live streams are full of golden nuggets. And we're going to highlight this life coach, Julie.
First of all. All right, hear me out. Let's just pay attention, right? This is the woman right here that we are going to be reviewing. Pay attention. Y'all already know the signs. We already spoke about this. See this lady right here? See the short hair? You see this? See, she's a much older woman. Let's pay attention. Look at her face already. She's already not with the ish. You could tell already right here, as you can see. But let's get into this.
Julie that had some interesting points about the balance masculinity and femininity should have in a relationship, and why women should surrender/submit to the masculine in order to create this balance. Because hey, men are going overseas to find this femininity to complement their masculinity.
And I got some videos coming up. I'm back now. I'm back. I got time. I'm back. I want you guys to pay attention really close. Fellas, pay real close attention. There is a certain look that goes along with the women who fight against these. Let's keep going.
We don't love these low quality masculine females. Shit. Now it's time for us to get into this and do what we gotta do, because we men ain't we? Shit.
And the women of today, like a lot of us, I wasn't always like this. Before I started going into life coaching and personal development, emotional awareness, and everything that is, I talk to women nowadays and it's like, no, well, he has to put me first. I think it's more, they want the idea of a man that is purposeful, of a man that's going to provide and do everything. But then when they actually have it, they don't have the tools to actually be able to work on it and to build on it and to build it up. And
now, I will say this.
I want to call it the new age homemaker. Doesn't mean you have to stay at home and cook and do all the things that back in the day we used to do. But it does mean like behind every man, there's a strong woman. And that's because I'm supporting you.
Now, ladies, hear me out. Let's be real. Let's talk now. Now let's talk. Let's be serious now. How many of you women actually can take what your man is doing and multiply it? How can you help? Can you say, listen, I have support. I'm so grateful. I'm so blessed. You know what it is for somebody to say, hey, stop doing this. Make some time for this. Do this. I'm supporting your dreams. I want you to move forward. I want you to go ahead and listen. Most people don't have the backing. Not only just the financial, the emotional, the spiritual, the mental. Like sometimes people need to hear, like, listen, you're doing a good job. Keep going forward. Don't quit. Keep going, move forward in your dreams. But this is what your woman is supposed to do. Your woman is supposed to be the biggest cheerleader you got on planet Earth. And most women, they don't know how to do that because all they know how to do is for themselves. Most women, I'm sorry to say, ladies, most women tend to be selfish. Well, like she said, I gotta be number one. First of all, ladies, if you're with a good man, listen to me. Listen to what I'm gonna say. Listen to what I'm gonna say. A good man, you're never gonna be number one. You know who's number one? It should be God. It should be, that man should be following something. That's another question I always see ladies ask, but we're not talking about that right now. But you ready? A man should always be like something. The next thing is the family. Everything under his care is his priority. So for you to say, I gotta be number one. No. He's supposed to be your number one. He's supposed to be your number one. See, this is where y'all guys get it mixed up. You're supposed to be, it's supposed to be what you need, King. What you need. You need. I got you. Let me do that for you. I got you. This is where I get it messed up. What? Let's keep going.
I'm supporting you in the same way that I want you to support me. Like you go do your thing, I'm gonna go do my thing, but together we're building that empire. And people see that and they're like, I want that, but they're not understanding that it takes work.
What she said goes perfectly with the foolishness we've highlighted a couple of days ago. Check this out.
At what time point? Because, like, hypothetically, I could be messing around with other guys, but when it's time for me to settle down, like...
You're not, if you're sleeping with more than one guy at a time, you're not a traditional woman.
Right, but if I'm looking to settle down, I become that traditional, I'm ready to settle down, and, like, I'm ready to have a relationship, and I'm not screwing around with, like, a bunch of...
Listen to your elders, fellas. They said you cannot make a hoe a housewife. This woman is on the streets getting... and says she's gonna be a virgin again when she's ready to settle down.
Fellas, are y'all listening? She literally, hear me out, fellas. There are women who think that they're gonna just sleep around and when they're ready to settle down, it's gonna just click. Like, oh, I'm a wife now. It isn't. Alright, I'm gonna say this. I told y'all this a while back. I said this to ladies. I said, ladies, for you to actually become the woman that you need to become to be a wife will take you minimum of 5 years of hard work and dedication. And the likelihood is you're not going to want to make the changes necessary. So for that, just stay, just be promiscuous. Do what this girl is delusional. This chick right here, look right here. You see my cursor? This chick right, she really think that she's gonna sit here, sleep with guys, and when I'm ready to settle down, I'm settled down. When you're dealing with so many different men as a woman, your mind is always seeking something bigger and better. And I always tell you, ladies, you always confuse the guys that are willing to sleep with you with the guys that you can actually get to marry you, get to take care of you. And this is the reason why I see so many, pay attention. Look at a lot of women that maybe you guys even see, even in your family. A lot of these women, they end up with these weak guys. These guys who are pathetic. Yeah, I said pathetic. These pathetic examples of men. And they're like, yes, happy wife, happy life. I wish. Hear me out. That has never. Listen, when I was younger, you could have sold me on that. Oh, happy wife. No, you know, the truth is this. Happy husband and you won't hear nothing. Facts of life. And the thing is this. A lot of y'all ladies think that this behavior is cool. And it's detrimental to your mental health. Let's go.
Watch out for these born-again virgins.
I'm not no saint. Like,
Oh yeah, this I put it down. Let her talk.
anybody who knows me for years. Like, you already know. Like, this girl is not no saint, but she's changing her life, and that's what really matters. You will have men who will try to say things to you like, you didn't do this with this person, or why you gotta start now with me. Boy, I don't care if I just did it yesterday. If I decide today that I don't want to do it no more, then I don't want to do it no more. Period.
Guys, I got you.
Women are clueless when it comes to the embodiment of the Disney fairy tale they have in mind.
You see, fellas, hear me out. Women feel that whenever they want to stop being a 304, that it's just gonna magically happen. Like, oh my God, I'm not that anymore, so you can't judge me on that anymore. That's not who I am. No, that's who you are. And I always say it. The day that they open up all the jails, all my homies that got felonies that can't carry pistols, until all of their records are expunged and they can walk out here and get guns and get high-paying jobs and government jobs, until that day happens, your past matters, because their past matters, and everything in life matters. But I will say this. This is one thing I will say this, because I can. There is something about a woman who feels like I said, oh, she been ran through. She slept with so many different guys, and now she want to sit here and be like, I just want to take it nice and slow. No, you don't. Not with me. Don't waste your time. Don't waste your time, because that is disrespect for a man. And most of you women, you don't want to hear that. I mean, that's cool. You don't want it, no problem. But when a man knows that you've been with so many different guys, and then now with him you want to be like, no, I want to make sure it's right. Your whole life you didn't make sure it was right. But then now, and this is the reason why I tell you ladies, this is the reason why most of y'all may not be getting the results that you desire, because men are not stupid anymore. Now men are talking now. Now men are communicating with each other now. It is what it is.
Like the life coach said, it takes work. Being a traditional woman is not something that you turn on and off like a light switch.
Yep.
It's a completely different lifestyle.
Yep.
If you're not used to this lifestyle, you will resent it.
Yep. Let me tell you something. I've always told you ladies, do you know what a healthy relationship looks like? Do you know what a long-lasting relationship looks like? It looks like boredom. You go to work, you come home, hey honey, you kiss the kids, hey, mommy's home, daddy's home, or whatever the case. You guys are not sitting there having intercourse every single day. No, because real life kicks up. But you know what happens? Real love is, mommy's not in the mood today. Mommy's not, hey, leave daddy alone. He just came home from work, working hard. You know what I'm saying? Like,
struggle with it, and just like she decided that she want to be a traditional woman, that's how easy she will return back to the streets. Now, this is where submission comes in. Check this.
exactly. If it's so easy for her to say, I'm a traditional woman, the same way she can say, I want to go back to sleeping with all these guys again. Fellas, how can you trust that? And that's why I always tell you, lady, See, ladies, super men, listen to me. The most valuable thing, listen to me, the most valuable thing you can ever give a woman on planet Earth is your commitment. Hear me out. The most valuable, the ultimate gift a woman can give you is a child. This is the ultimate. She can bring you a life and go, look, this is your child. This is our child. But when it comes to her, the ultimate gift you can give her is your commitment. And sorry, ladies, some of y'all may think, oh, commitment, yeah, he's faithful and he's loving. You know what commitment means? He protects you, he provides for you, his leadership, and his finances. Yeah, I said it. What happened? You okay? All right, let's keep going.
So,
I do actually. Take for instance Cristiano Ronaldo and his
Yeah.
wife.
Now, listen to what she's going to say. She's speaking about one of the most popular men on this planet, on planet Earth. Him and his wife, she's close with them.
His wife has, I think they had a TV series, and she has come out to say, like, I knew what I was marrying into. I knew that he was going to be a star soccer player the rest of the time, and I surrendered, and I was good with being the housewife, with keeping the house good. He has me in a good house. He has everything is taken care of, and I'm at as many games as possible. Like, she talks about this.
Now, hold on. Time out. Hear me out. Some of y'all may not know, Ronaldo, him, y'all know who he is. Do y'all know that he pays his wife 1% of his salary every month? I think she's getting paid like 170 something thousand a month. She's taken care of. They have kids. She's home. She's chilling. But you ready? She handles all of his things. How many of you ladies, ready to hear me out? You got 86,000 degrees, right? You got 15 PhDs. Which one of the... hold on. Hold on. I got to find this real fast. Because I said this before. I said, how can I use you as my woman? What about your career can I sit here and say, I'm using this? Hold on, real fast, eh? Hold up. I gotta scroll back for this. I know that for a fact. Yep. I'm scrolling. So this is here? Nah. He's working his way up. He's getting there with his clientele. That she sit here and say, "Oh, I'm better than my man." No, you're the man. You're the king. How are you going to use this to your advantage to better the family? Like, putting the man down. Now, I'm gonna say something. I don't care what nobody says. I know a lot of y'all dudes. That are in the position that you are in because of your woman. Let's be clear about it. This was 5 years ago. Your woman should be saying, hey, I have this degree. Is there anything? Fellas, I always tell you, it's a responsibility. Ready? You want your lady to be good in business or whatever. This is why I always tell women, when you're younger, what you're supposed to be doing is when you with your man, honey, what do you want to do in life? Okay, I need to go to school to study that. Why? So I can back you up in what it is that you are trying to do. Y'all don't hear me though. Y'all don't hear me. Ready? Your woman should say, this is what I bring. How can what I know and what I do help you? What can I do? If she's a promoter, okay, great. Does she have a high value on her channel? I'm going to use you. Can I promote your stuff on my channel? Like, If your woman, now I'm really private, but your woman should be your number one fan. Hey, subscribe to my man's channel. Yo, subscribe to my. Feel what I'm saying? Now, like I said, I'm real private. I don't. And one thing Kevin always said, which is very true statement. The minute people know your personal life and about your business, they're not happy for you. So they won't seek it out to help you. They're gonna seek it out to try to destroy you. But let's keep on going.
Yeah.
So I think it becomes more of like a personal preference. And some people are probably gonna fight back and not like the comment I'm about to say, but if we are career driven, if we're type A, very dominant, then that means we're probably in our masculine.
Right.
So what we're gonna attract is a man in our feminine. So we can't be in our masculine and want a man to provide as well, because then they're gonna clash.
Yeah.
And it's not gonna work. And I think, Will, what I'm hearing you say and all of that.
Ladies, this is true. This is true. If you're so super pro, I'm CEO and I gotta be the chairman, and you're operating in your masculine, and you're only gonna attract a feminine man.
That is that for a man to be at that level, Tom Brady, Russell Wilson, Cristiano Ronaldo, like all these top players, they have to have a deeply feminine woman that has like one super healed masculine, no masculine wounds, or already healed them, so that she can thrive in her feminine and then be able to actually support, completely submit and surrender and be like, this is your show. I don't need to be number one because at home I'm number one.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's where it balances out. And I think because we didn't grow up in that type of it, I didn't grow up in that type of household and nowhere in my family.
Right.
So it becomes a lost concept, something that it's an imagination. It doesn't exist, but it does.
This is gold. Life is about balance. And what she said in the end about the household that she grew up in, that's exactly why fellas get.
This is why I always say this. My lady always says, you're the king. Yes, you're the king. Unchallenged, you're the king. But in the house, she knows who the boss is. Like, the day-to-day, the everyday, the things that happen in the house, that's none of my business. That's not, I don't deal with nothing of that nature. Hey, I was thinking about getting this cereal. That's a great idea. But she know what cereal I eat and what cereal I don't. Hey, you know what I was thinking of? What were you thinking of? Today I want to think about making pasta. That's fantastic. That's actually really, you know what? You're special. You know, listen.
Get their passports. This life coach is Mexican. Latinas are raised with traditional values. It's part of their culture, and that's why you don't bring your foreign wife back home, because she will adapt. She will absorb the foolishness of Western culture. Check this out.
When I got married, the first...
Listen. You're going to hear what the problem is in today's society. Fellas, just listen. Fellas, words mean something. Please pay attention.
time, my parents legit were just like, you're going to go to work, you're going to come home to your husband, and that's going to be your life. And I was like, yo, no. You know what I mean? Like, but that was how their generation came up, because that's what they saw their parents doing. So I feel like there was a shift with the newer generations that was like, we don't want what our parents wanted, we want more. And the desire for more created a rift in relationships. Because it was okay when a woman was making a little bit more money, but she didn't want more than her husband. Now her money translates to her wanting more than he can give her.
Time out. Wanting more than he can give her. Time the fuck out. Hit me out. Ladies, your money doesn't matter. Why? Because us men, most women, I'm not saying all, most women, your money, what can I do with it? Unless you're saying directly, which I think some women should, hey, look, I got a couple of extra 500-600 this month. Do you need anything for your podcast? Do you need some more lights? Do you need a camera? Do you need another? Unless she's doing that, ladies, it really doesn't matter. I don't care what your man is doing. Oh, I know you're a mechanic, so I was looking at some tools. Let's go buy you some tools. Unless you doing that, cause tools cost money. Oh, a wrench, screwdrivers, them things cost paper. But now hear me. Back to what she said. See, this lady thinks that it's because, now that they want more, it's a problem. No, the thing is this. I keep telling you guys, women are naturally hypergamous. They always want to date someone on their level or up above them, if women are really being smart and being real careful with what they're saying is they want a man that's what? Superior. Because if that wasn't the case, then they should be happy with a man who's beneath them. A man who's weaker than them. Who she could be masculine. Fellas, if you listen to the words that women are saying, they are going to snitch on themselves. They literally rat them own selves out. Fellas, pay attention. Let's keep going.
This is where the confusion comes in, because women think because they make a certain amount of money, they deserve to be with a man that makes the same or more. Not understanding how to provide value to this man's life and balance to the relationship. They think they can have it all. Check this out.
You can't have it both. You can't have it both.
Because ladies, I'm sorry, you can't. If you want a man who's always going to be available to you, he's going to cry to you and say, oh, my little heart, my heart, my feelings. And yes, happy wife, happy life. You can have that. But thing is this, we all know at some point in time, you're going to step out of that box and see another masculine man roll up like me and sit there, and you're going to have, and here where the problem starts. But let's get into all the delusion. Let's get into the delusion. Ready? Look, this lady right here, he said you can't have everything because you can't. Look at the face. Look at this. Do you see her face? Look, she's smiling like, she's like, facts. Look at her. She's like, I ain't even trying to hear it. I ain't want to hear this.
Like,
why not? Jay-Z and Beyonce, why not?
He cheated.
They have a huge... got to.
Fair use, by the way.
I mean, and she still... yeah. Oh, yeah, he cheated. Oh, my God.
Look, do you see her face? It changed. Ladies, hear me out. I want you to understand something. I always say this. When you hear the truth, it's supposed to set you free. So she was first in bondage. She's like, and now she's like, oh yeah. All right. Because she can't argue the facts. She can't argue the facts. Let's keep going.
Yeah, but
Jay-Z.
Yeah, but let me...
See? Look. Now she's lighthearted. She's like, did you really have to say that though? Did you have to say Jay-Z and Beyonce? Jay-Z's the top tier man. I'm not saying he's a high quality, but he's top tier. Jay-Z is a billionaire.
Let me ask you, Anisha, is Beyonce still like full time right now in her career? Full time.
Yeah, she is.
They are. They're about to go on tour again.
Yeah.
Where y'all been?
Beyonce,
Yes, they are.
yeah.
They're
No,
doing
they
some
into the
stuff
club.
together. Yes, they are.
But notice how she now changed her passion and her career for them to
Exactly.
join. Like she hasn't gone on tour alone in a really long time.
Really long time.
And everything, like Jay-Z has been heavily involved in her music from The Lion King, even from the album before The Lion King to The Lion King to the most recent album. Like Jay-Z is in it. And so is it possible, Anisha? Absolutely. Anything.
I always tell you, ladies, anything is possible. Of course. But we're not speaking about possibility. We deal in reality, which is probability. What's the likelihood of it being successful? It's not. You cannot be a career-driven woman and then want a man, because the only man you're going to be able to actually get is a weak one. Sorry. You got to deal with it.
I believe anything is possible if you want it. It goes back more to, and I think we talked about this before, what do you want? And like, if you want a specific type of man, there gets to be a certain, if you want the man that we're talking about, the one driven, purpose, healthy masculine, that is, whatever it is, there gets to be a sacrifice. There gets to be a surrender and a submission.
Ready? She said the men that we're talking about, the driven, the go-getters, the focused on a purpose, and this could be any man. This could be any man with a purpose. Driven, hustling. I know dudes that they work, they bus drivers in the daytime. Big shout out to my man H Storm, Beats Galore. My man drives buses in the daytime, freaking cuts videos in the nighttime. He edits videos for people that are famous people. Like, he does everything. He goes to get the bag. Men like this deserve the ultimate respect. But you ladies don't understand that. But men like this are busy. Men like this are very rare. Beauty is everywhere. So just because you're beautiful, it doesn't mean anything. Let's keep going.
This is pure gold. First off, the Jay-Z cheating on Beyonce part is not condoned. It's called cheating for a reason. But the fact that she calls it out in this particular context is pure gold. Because Jay-Z is a target, a high-status man. He gets punani thrown in his face on a daily basis. Can Beyonce fulfill his...
Now, ladies, so you want a man who makes money. You want a man who's powerful, influential, a go-getter. You don't think women are throwing themselves at this man? Are you kidding? Are you kidding me? Come on, man. Y'all gotta stop being so damn delusional.
Sexual needs when she's constantly working? Does Beyonce understand that she is not married to an average Joe? Brittany Renner?
Hear me out. If you're working just as hard as your man, how are you fulfilling your man's needs? Because let's be clear, you're designed to be a helpmate. And ladies, I come down on men too. I always say it. Women come equipped with everything a man needs to be successful. Women are intelligent, they're smart, they're beautiful, they're influential. There's so many tools that they have. But if a woman meets you and you're not doing anything in your life, she can't help you do nothing. I've always said it, and I'm going to stand by it till the day that I go. But let's keep going.
You cannot expect certain men to be faithful or at least be monogamous. And that's where the submission part comes in. And it comes with trade-offs. You cannot have it all. That's why it's not a surprise that 50% of women will be single and childless in 2030.
Did you hear it?
They keep chasing these.
This is what the powers that be are speaking of. Women are going to be single and childless in just what? 8 years? 8 years. This year, 2022, just flew by. I literally was just like 28 years old, like last month. I'm joking. All right, I'm exaggerating. But I'm just saying, like, time flies so fast, you can't, you before you know it, a year gone by.
these top 10, top 20% of guys, most will not be successful, and the ones that are successful don't even know what to do with them. It's like the Joker said, he's like a dog chasing cars.
Ladies, if most of y'all got with a top tier man, a man that's powerful, I promise you this. Most of you women wouldn't even know where to begin. Y'all already know what time it is, man. Michael May, Hear Me Out Podcast. Till next time, we out.